Patty Smith here on WPAT. We're live, local, national, and international. We have a special guest, Jonathan Tager, right here from Brooklyn, New York, with us, who actually was telling us recently, a couple of moments ago, that you did your own show in college. I'm glad you could be here on WPAT, the heart of New York's financial district.
Well, awesome. Yeah, thank you for having me. As a real estate broker, I look at myself as really a glorified concierge, right? So if you want to come to Brooklyn, I'm the one that's going to tell you everything to do at every given moment. Not just Brooklyn, New York City, but especially Brooklyn. So I want to be the guy if anyone's ever, hey, you know, I have a friend moving to Brooklyn. Oh, you got to call Jonathan. Or, ooh, I'm going to Brooklyn for dinner. Ooh, got to call Jonathan. Hey, I want to go to a Nets game. Got to call Jonathan. All those things.
Did you ever think of wanting to do like your own real estate call-in show, or just interview show, or television or radio?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I'm addicted to reality television. There it is right there.
Yeah, he loves it.
I do. I mean, hey, I'm addicted to reality television. I really love reality television. A Million Dollar Listing, all those shows. I love it. But, you know, I don't want to say they're not that real, but they can't be that real. So
did you like what Donald Trump used to do with his show?
The Apprentice?
Yeah.
I think like the first 2 seasons. I think like when Dennis Rodman, that was the last time.
When I do this, by the way, I'm just saying a little bit. Move a little closer to them. Beautiful.
Like
great.
This?
Yeah, there you go. Like this is the radio.
I don't have headsets like you, Teddy. You got the headset. You look like a true radio man.
Here, now we're going to make you.
Oh, nice. Now I can hear it.
Now you can hear yourself. Can you hear yourself on the microphone?
Oh, yeah, this is good.
Isn't that better now?
This is nice.
What do you like most about what you do?
What do I like most about what I do? I think making everybody happy, which is not an easy task to make everybody happy. But if I can do a deal and nobody wants to kill me at the end of it, I feel like I did a very good job.
So how did you develop the newsletter? Because it's catchy, and it caught my eye, and I'm sure it catches many, many people. What is a circulation, or how did you go about putting this together? It's quite creative.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. The newsletter, it started actually where, you know, I took like, you know, real estate class or whatever, and they're telling you have to have a newsletter. So I started the newsletter, I want to say like 3 years ago. No, it's been, 5, 6 years ago. It started, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 people, which were just people I knew. But I really have started to email a lot of people, you know, property owners every day. I'm looking for business. And they, you know, some of them unfortunately and some of them fortunately, they get added to the newsletter list. So now I'm at like 25,000 now on that circulation. So
what would you like to see? What would you like to achieve this year in 2018? What would you like the circulation to be, let's say, by the middle or end of this year? Well, are there certain numbers that or does it really matter in a sense?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I don't even look at it that way. To me, at the end of the day, it's about growing my business. It's about, you know, promoting Brooklyn, promoting New York City, all positive things. I get, truthfully, you know, and most real estate brokers have newsletters. I mean, I get a lot of newsletters. But what's nice is I also get very positive feedback, you know, from people, just random emails, you know, just saying, hey, wow, great newsletter. I really love that restaurant or something, or wow, I really, you know, that article was interesting, something like that.
So everybody should come to you and rent an apartment from you.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And they can find you all over the internet. Facebook too?
I'm on Facebook. I'm starting to veer from Facebook, to be honest with you. It's just it's a little too much for me. But look, obviously you got to be on Facebook, you know, and all that social media. I mean, it's you know, it's the reality of the world, right?
Did you always know you wanted to be in real estate, or?
Good question. I don't think I always knew I wanted to be in real estate. I was a comedian. When I moved to New York, I was a comedian.
We could use a comedy show here on this radio station.
A comedy show, huh? Like telling jokes?
Yeah. Actually, that would be great.
That was the worst thing about being a comedian. Like, you'd meet anyone, hi, I'm a comedian, you know, and they would say to you, they would say, well, say something funny. That would be like immediately, they would say something funny. And the pressure, can you imagine the pressure? To say something funny, like hi, how are you? Say something funny.
So how can people contact you? What do they have to do?
Well, I mean, it's real hard these days. You got to go to Google. You can go to Google. It's funny how like I've had clients who are like, I couldn't find you. I'm like, really? If you go to Google and just type in my name, like a million things pop up. Look, you can email me at jtager@corcoran.com. You can call me, but really just, you know what, without boring everyone, go to Google, type in my name, Jonathan Tager. I've got tons of YouTube stuff over there. I love YouTube and having fun on YouTube. You'll see my contact info.
How would you like to star in a reality TV show? Would you enjoy like being like
I would love it.
You like to be the host?
I mean, well, they don't really have hosts that much for the reality TV shows. Like, well, they do. I mean, you could be like an Andy Cohen, but I love, like, I actually, for $1 Million Listing, I was close. I auditioned for it, and I came in like the final 10, but they didn't want to do Brooklyn. They didn't want to come to
Pretty
Brooklyn.
good, huh?
I love that show.
I love that show.
I love it too.
Yeah.
It would have been amazing. Yeah, I was really kind of bummed out about that, but they didn't want to go to Brooklyn.
So anything else you'd like to enlighten us tonight about real estate? Brooklyn real estate in America, real estate in Manhattan, real estate
on
7th Avenue.
Look, all I can tell you is, even though it may seem to be expensive, just buy real estate, because it will only go up. If you look at the numbers, the population is only going up and up and up and up. So things like shelter are only going to become more and more in demand.
Thank you, Jonathan Tager.
You got it. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Multicultural Broadcasting Companies,
Well,
WPAT, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut.
awesome.
U.S. where it reaches the tri-state area and beyond.